Hello and good morning. I do not know what happened to me in the night, but something did. Christ. It is, what even day it is? Wednesday. And yeah, I am going into town. It's quite dreary outside. Overcast. Still very warm. So I'm not going to bother with taking the camera. I'm just going to have a nip in the shop to see if I can spend some of my birthday money. I was going to do that thing, you know, where you cover the camera and then you uncover it and you like look fabulous, but yeah, I don't think there's any hope of that. Yeah, I took some footage last week in the town, in the city centre, because I actually went last week and I went to Mowbray Park and the city centre, so I will be using that as well in this, and then just, yeah, put it all together like magic or something. Anyway, yeah, well, I look a bit more presentable, but you know, still hedge backwards thing. It is 12 o'clock dinner time, and yeah, I should be leaving in about an hour-ish, something like that. It's pretty overcast outside still, but like I said, still very warm, so yeah. Hello, it is, I don't know what day it is, it's a day. I have decided to go to Mowbray Park. Now Mowbray Park is in our city centre, and I've been loads of times before, but I have not been for well over 2.5 years, and it involves crossing the city centre bridge, which I absolutely hate because I don't like heights, one, and I don't like the traffic going past really fast, and the crossings up there are just awful. Like, yeah, it just freaks me out, gives me anxiety. But I was really good at doing it before, and because I haven't done it for that long, it's kind of I'm scared. Does that make sense? Now, it takes about half an hour to get into town, and obviously half an hour back, and I can sit for 2.5 hours, so I figure that gives me an hour and a half in the park. Yeah, yeah, I'm just scared. But I thought, yeah, I've got to bite the bullet, because if I don't bite the bullet, I won't do it, and I'll keep putting it off. And I said to myself, like, once I could do a couple hours, that I would go over. So yeah, I've got to take the plunge and just do it, so I don't build it up anymore in my head, if that makes sense. It's very windy, so hopefully you can hear me. The sun's kind of made a brief appearance, otherwise the skies are very grey, although it says there's only 10% chance of rain, which is good, because I don't even know if you can hear me, but yeah, it's good because I don't want to get soaked. Yeah, I'm going to make my way over the town bridge, which I bloody hate, as I've mentioned many times before. I wonder what they're doing with that. It used to be a car showroom ages ago. There's always some works going on. There's works everywhere. But anyway, I I think I said earlier that I've done other footage from last week when I came into the city centre. I did go in the park and I did have my camera that day. I don't have them today. Well, my camera, I can still go in the park I suppose. But yeah, I just thought because it was overcast I wouldn't bother. But like I said, the sun has made a kind of tiny appearance. But I'm going to put this away and crack on down there because I have to go down here on the road because it's really bad. Well, one the like, so I have to go all the way down there on the road. The pathways are terrible, the bumps and curbs are awful. So yeah, I'm going to crack on. I really hate crossing this bridge. One, it's the fact that it's high, which bridges tend to be, because I have terrible vertigo, I think, because I used to go dizzy at the top of stairs, and I feel like I was falling forward and stuff, like really would freak me out. And this freaks me out just in the fact that it's like bumpy as shit. The cars make me nervous, even though, you know, I've walked over it years and years ago, not recently, and never really thought about the traffic. I mean, I was always scared of the height side of it, but not the traffic. But now, for some reason, being in the wheelchair, the traffic seems more freaky, I guess. Also, I'm recording this in the hope that it stops me like letting my mind wander and think things that are really like, you know, not likely at all. But for instance, that my wheelchair decides it's just going to go into the traffic, and that I have no choice in that matter. That's one thing my brain does. The other thing is, or I think that the bus is going to just crash in front of me and then I'm just going to be stuck there or whatever, which, you know, is also quite pretty scary. Once I get over the bridge I feel better, but also then there's like a few lanes of traffic up here, and yeah, that I hate also that as well, especially the last one, because it just they come from three ways, and then Jesus, it's a bit wobbly. So they come three ways, and when it gets to like the green man, it literally doesn't give you very long whatsoever, which is annoying as fuck. Anyway, I'm going to cross this now. Well, I bet you by the time I get there it'll go red again, but still, that's life. Well, it has now. So I'll probably be stuck at these traffic lights for, oh shit, nearly got crashed into by a man on a scooter. But anyway, I'll see you in a minute. So I've made it into town. So much has changed. I don't know if you remember this building. I showed you before. The elephant tea rooms. At the bottom of it's all been done, so it matches. Which is about time, because it's cool. So I made it to the park, and look, we have some baby ducklings. Not the tiniest, they must be a few weeks old maybe. But yeah, it's cool. I don't know whose the parent is, but one of them, or well, two of them maybe. The fountain's not quite as dramatic as the other one, but yeah, it's cool. It's sad there's no swans here now. There's no swans here or at Roca anymore. But I'm going to take a few pictures. I've just seen a baby moorhen, I think. I'm still following it because I've got to zoom in. I think. Am I? There it is. Under seagull's wing. I can only see one. Maybe I might be just... That was a pigeon. Guess that's its mum there, or dad. There's two. Well, the bridge is not suitable for wheelchair users, but I wasn't planning on it because yeah. But they've only just put that sign was definitely not there before, but it's all a bit overgrown back here. And loads and loads of midgies on the pond. I'm going to go around the other side. Oh, it's a lovely Alsatian up there. But look at all the flowers. And the sun's out for once. I mean, Sunderland having sun. That's an amazing thing, isn't it? I don't know if it's an Alsatian or a German Shepherd. I know someone will know the difference because I've never had those dogs before. But yeah, I'm just gonna enjoy my time and find something to photograph. The thing is everything's covered in like green, which it should be, which makes seeing birds and stuff really hard in the trees unless they come down. So that's not happening much, to be fair. Anyway, I'll get back to looking for things to photograph. I don't know if you remember, but this was all covered in scaffolding. They were building this the last time I was here, and I can't remember when it opened, but yeah, this is the train station. I have been down, well, it's called Blandford Street, and it's basically, there's, I don't know, about 6 charity shops in it. I bought absolutely nothing. I'm going to go through the Bridges, which is our shopping centre, but I'm not allowed to film in there. I got stopped before, so there's a new Tesco Express, which you might be able to see just, well, it's kind of behind Cafe Nero, but over there. It used to be in the middle of the Bridges, but when the Bridges shut at like 5, and so in order to stay open later, they've moved to the outside. At first we didn't know they were actually just moving somewhere else, and then everyone was like gobsmacked it was shutting because it's like constantly chocker, you know what I mean? Constantly. So I'll be nipping in there later, but first a bit more shopping. So this area is Keele Square, and over there, which I will zoom, is the Stadium of Light, and they're building a footpath to go from there and come up that cut there, so people can get in town easy. And I think that will help me a lot because I don't want to go over the main bridge. I'll put a picture of it in here to show you. And then I'll turn you around. So when we won the Premier League, geez, that's wishful thinking. When we won the playoff final to go in the Premier League, then they had this big screen on watching it, and there was loads and loads of people here. And behind this, on the other side, you can hear the noise because they are building what's called Culture House. So this is it, and yeah, I mean, I'm thinking it's not going to look like that with tanks. I don't know why that is like that, but yeah, it's supposed to be like this. The library's going to be in here, I think, and well, that is an outdoor cinema and loads of other things. So it'll look pretty cool, I think. Well, that's where Argos and Mothercare used to be. They were still there when I was last here, but being knocked down. And I see there's a charity shop there. Was it the YMCA, I think? And that's gone. And this building coming up used to be Marks and Spencer's. But they've moved that to a big, like a huge store outside of town, which there's nothing I can do to get there. Which is a shame, because I used to like nipping in Marksy's on the way home. But it is what it is. I'm going to go over there in Shelter and see what they've got. I don't know if you remember, but ages ago I took a video footage of the side of this alley, Pan Alley as it's called, and they were and this was the old building that was there, that was still there at the side, because the front was a JJB Sports and it was all bordered and stuff. Anyway, they have changed it to a pub and they've resorted it all out, so it looks so much better. Apparently it's nice in there, but I've never been. So that is the sheepfold stables, or it used to be the stables for the pit, I think, before, and it was redone out, and it's got loads of like food venues and stuff in it, and Cy King from the Hairy Bikers has a, it's not really a restaurant because it's kind of takeaway. It's called Proper, and they do sort of proper northeast food. I believe you can get like pie, peas and mash and gravy, but I think it's about £12.50, something like that. They do other stuff as well. I keep meaning to try it out, but it's got cobbled part at the beginning, which might be fun, I suppose. And then next to that, just to the, wait a minute, is it the left, I think? That's where that bridge is going to end, what I was talking about earlier. So that'll be much easier for me, because it saves me going over the town, which I hate, which I've said about 50 times now, but never mind. Anyway, I'm on my way home. It's about 4 o'clock, something like that. So one of the things I bought today is this book. I was looking last night for something to watch, like a new series or something, and I couldn't find anything, and I really wished I had a book, and I haven't read anything for ages. So when I was in the charity shops, I found this for £50, and I thought I'd give it a go. Now, I've never read anything by this author, so if anyone has and it was any good, let me know, because that would be good. The other thing I bought, or the two things I bought, was a pair of shorts for my son, which he has got. They were £2, and then I bought this lovely ring. I don't know if you can see it, hopefully you can. Anyway, this is I'm guessing some sort of agate in the centre. I thought it was silver, and when I've got home I've tested it and it is silver. It only fits my little finger, so just putting it on here to show you, but yeah, it was alright for £1.50, I thought. If you have seen mine, Carla's or Lex's vlog from my birthday, you will have seen that we did, well, wacky races in Robo Bitch. So I should have done this before, but I filmed myself going around. I don't usually film my face when I'm driving the wheelchair. But yeah, I just wanted to show you how it's done. Bear in mind I've had years of practice, but anybody needs to know that bit, do they? Anyway, I'll put that in now. Here's everyone else. Went round here, thought I'd have to show how it's done. So, time for to hit Lewis Hamilton. I feel like I should. Ready, steady, go. I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards, and if anyone comes out of the houses at this precise moment, they're going to wonder what the hell is going on. But yeah, cut the corner, of course, bit of wind, why not? It's not the best view, not the best view, but I thought I could just record where I was going, but I thought it's better to do it this way. So this is full speed, Robo Bitch on full speed, and again cut a corner and come round. Now there's like a bumpy bit here because the tree roots are growing underneath, so it's a little bit bumpy, a little bit, but not too bad. And then you avoid the big lighter, cut across here, and we're back. I win. No one against no one, I win. So as you see, that is how it's done. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of mixed together over to Wednesday's vlog. I think I blended it pretty well, fingers crossed. Someone's going to point out that it wasn't now, but what can you do, what can you do? Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I shall catch you next time. Oh, actually, wait. Not that, you know what I mean. So I normally do my end of the month on the last Saturday of every month, and this Saturday would have been Stephen's birthday as well, and it was meant to be a celebration for his birthday, but unfortunately, as you're aware, Stephen passed away. So unfortunately that can't be possible, and I will still do my live. I'm going to try and put some snippets together of Stephen, and we'll celebrate his life instead, which we did really well for my birthday, but we'll celebrate his birthday by celebrating his life. So I hope you'll all join us on Saturday, and yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I shall catch you next time. Bye bye now. Bye bye.